Throughout the history of ancient Africa, various kingdoms held battles and wars against each other to gain dominance. Amongst the greatest warrior tribes in the continent, some have stood out because of their unique strategies when fighting in a war, the weapons they use, or their leader. Hello, truth seekers. Welcome to Juicy Truth. In today's video, we are counting down the list of famous African warrior tribes. Number 6, Zulu, South Africa. The Zulu tribe, under the leadership of King Shaka, demonstrated remarkable military prowess during the 19th century Zulu kingdom. The Zulu warriors, the Impi, employed innovative military strategies and tactics that proved effective in battles. During the Anglo-Zulu War of 1879, the Zulu kingdom faced the invading British forces. Despite being outnumbered and facing technologically advanced weaponry, the Zulu warriors displayed great discipline, skill, and bravery in combat. They achieved notable victories in battles such as the Battle of Isandlwana, where they defeated the British army, causing a significant setback for the British forces. The Zulu warriors' success in battle was due to various factors, including their well-organized military structure, utilization of traditional weapons like the short-stabbing spear, assegai, and their expertise in close-quarter combat. Additionally, King Shaka's reforms and military innovations significantly shaped the Zulu army into a formidable force. Number 5, Oromo, Ethiopia, Kenya. The Oromo people are one of the largest ethnic groups in Ethiopia and Kenya. Throughout history, the Oromo have faced marginalization, oppression, and attempts to suppress their cultural identity. The Oromo have a rich heritage of resistance and have been involved in numerous armed conflicts and uprisings to defend their rights and preserve their cultural heritage. They have fought against external forces and dominant Ethiopian regimes that sought to suppress their language, culture, and land ownership. One notable historical event showcasing Oromo resistance is the Oromo resistance against the Ethiopian Empire during the late 19th century. Led by leaders like Abba Jafar and Wako Gutu, the Oromo fiercely fought against imperial forces to protect their territories and autonomy. In modern times, the Oromo people played a significant role in the overthrow of the Derg regime in Ethiopia in the early 1990s. Number 4, Maasai, Kenya, Tanzania. The Maasai people have a long history of warrior culture and are renowned for their bravery and strength. The Maasai fiercely resisted British colonial rule and efforts to control their land and way of life. Despite external pressures, they defended their territories, engaged in armed conflicts, and maintained their traditional cultural practices and social structures. The Maasai warriors, known as Morans, were highly esteemed within their society. They protected their communities, livestock, and land from external threats. They displayed their courage and physical prowess through rituals, such as the lion hunt, symbolizing bravery and demonstrating their warrior skills. Their reputation as fierce warriors has earned them respect and admiration within their communities and beyond. Number 3, Touareg, Sahel region. The Touareg people, predominantly residing in the Sahel region of North Africa, have a rich history of nomadic lifestyles and a strong desire to maintain their independence and autonomy. They have engaged in several armed uprisings and rebellions against different regional governments. The Tuareg struggles for self-determination and preserving their cultural identity have led to clashes with national armies, particularly in Mali and Niger. These conflicts stem from historical grievances, political marginalization, economic disparities, and struggles over land and resources. In recent decades, the Tuareg have been involved in armed uprisings and movements seeking greater autonomy and recognition of their rights. For instance, the Touareg rebellions in Mali during the 1960s, 1990s, and the 2012 to 2013 period were significant conflicts where the Tuareg sought to establish their autonomous regions or gain greater representation and rights within the country. Number 2, Ogaden, Ethiopia, Somalia. The Ogaden region, located in eastern Ethiopia, is predominantly inhabited by ethnic Somalis who have long sought greater autonomy and recognition of their rights. The ONLF emerged as a rebel group in the early 1980s, aiming to establish an independent state in the Ogaden region or gain self-governance within Ethiopia. The ONLF has engaged in armed resistance, conducting guerrilla warfare and attacks against Ethiopian military targets. They have also clashed with Ethiopian forces in pursuing political and territorial objectives. The conflict between the ONLF and the Ethiopian government has been characterized by periods of relative calm and instances of intensified violence. The issues driving the conflict in the Ogaden region are complex, involving historical, political, economic, and ethnic factors. The Ogaden people have faced allegations of human rights abuses by the Ethiopian government, and there have been calls for dialogue and peaceful resolution to address the grievances of the Ogaden people and achieve a sustainable solution to the conflict. Number 1. Dogon, Mali. The Dogon people, living in the Bandiagara escarpment of Mali, have a rich history of resisting external influences and maintaining cultural practices. They have shown resilience in the face of pressures from neighboring tribes and colonial powers. The Dogon are known for their complex religious beliefs and cosmology, which have significantly shaped their cultural identity. They have managed to preserve their traditional religious practices, such as worshiping ancestral spirits and the intricate knowledge of the stars and celestial bodies. Throughout their history, the Dogon have faced various challenges, including conflicts with neighboring tribes and the encroachment of external forces. They have demonstrated their ability to resist and adapt, striving to maintain their cultural heritage and way of life. Africa has a rich history of warrior cultures and tribes that have demonstrated resilience, bravery, and fierce resistance against outside forces throughout different periods. These tribes serve as a testament to the diversity and strength of African societies and their historical struggles for autonomy, cultural preservation, and self-determination. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and for more videos like these, subscribe to Juicy Truth.